Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest XI. Last time we did all of the kind of the character stuff where it was basically all of our main characters basically went off and kind of concluded their own stories basically, and kind of set up where they're going to be going after the game's pretty much concluded. So now, however, in this part of the game, what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be moving on to the actual story, the next part of the story. Imagine that. So basically, much earlier on we did actually go around here, but I think more stuff has fallen since then, and there wasn't really a whole lot for us to look through during earlier on in the game, but now we've actually got a reason to actually kind of look around. These are basically ruins which fell from the Watchers kind of islands when Yggdrasil fell. And so we've now got to head off, and we've got to see if we can find something here which will help us out. You can talk to everybody on the way up if you want, but you don't really need to. You can just... Oh, I can't jump up there. Why can't I jump up there? Looks like you should be able to. Yeah, the main person we want to speak to here is we want to head off and speak to Serena, who's found something. Yeah, she's found like a little painting on a wall, which, by the way, it's kind of amazing. It's kind of extremely fucking lucky that this wall is pretty much intact to give us all the information that we require, and it didn't just get absolutely destroyed when the island fell to the ground. But hey,
of course,
that's RPGs for you, baby.
They say it's written by the Watchers of late. Let me see if I can find the right part.
Yeah, it's also kind of fortunate that Rab has been kind of looking into the Watchers just at this time.
Beings born from the land, beings who control time.
Beings who control time.
Spirits of lost time.
I wonder what we're going to be doing in this part of the story. Well, we'll soon find out, ladies and gentlemen.
They guard a sacred light that
Controls the flow.
of
Yeah.
time. And when that light burns bright enough, even those who are lost to eternity can be restored.
So yeah.
Restored how exactly?
So yeah, basically, apparently the Watchers have this legend or this kind of place which is which can basically turn back time, can basically restore time to what it was. So yeah, we have the idea. They're a bit slow here on the uptake, but basically what we're going to be doing is
Veronica.
we can go back in time and we can bring Veronica back to life. So yeah, that's kind of the opening part of this of the epilogue of the story. You know, this is kind of the opening part of the epilogue. It's basically trying to find a way to enter this place called the Tower of Lost Time. It's basically us trying to find the Wheel of Time to enter and the Temple of Lost Time, so that we can go back into the past and can rescue and can save Veronica before she ends up sacrificing herself. So that's pretty much the first part of the epilogue, is kind of saving her and then seeing where the story continues from there.
What have we got to lose? If there's even a chance, we have to try.
Yeah, Narek's got a good point here. I mean, got to give it a shot, right? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? The worst is that, you know, everything stays as it is. So,
if it might be our chance to see her again, we simply have to try.
damn right. So yeah, that's what we've got to be doing. So, yeah. So unfortunately, at this point, the Watchers have disappeared. So now we have to have a look and see if we can find
was
this.
once one of their islands, wasn't it?
So we have to see if we can
I'd
find
say
the Wheel of
that
Time.
hole in the wall up there was pretty wheel-like.
Isn't that fortunate as well? That, yeah. So, yeah, it seems likely that the Wheel of Time is somewhere around here. Who would have thought? But, hey. So, yeah, let's head over there and see if we can find something.
Let's go poke around some more, shall we?
Yeah, but this is all very RPG kind of like, isn't it? Just everything's just seemed to be falling into place here. Oh, look at that! I wonder what this shining thing is. Oh, look at that! It's the Wheel of Time. How the fuck did we find that? But yeah.
You found the Wheel of Time.
Wow, that was quick.
You are just too good at this.
I like that.
So if I understood
I kinda
that
like how they
correctly, the wheel
point
will bring
fun
the
at how
spirits of
quick and
lost
easy it
time
is.
to the tower they
But
mentioned.
anyway. So yeah, we now have the Wheel of Time. So that means we need to now go back up into the sky and head towards the tower, the Temple of Lost Time, so that we can, you know, turn back time and save Veronica.
What's the matter, darling?
You got an idea where the place we're looking for might be?
Yeah, because I actually went there much earlier on, a little bit earlier on in the game.
North of Yggdrasil, I always wondered about.
So yeah.
Unless anyone's got any better ideas.
But basically, that there is kind of, if you don't know, it's kind of giving you the hint. Maybe you should go to somewhere where all those where all these white tockles were. And then Eric flat out tells you, yeah, maybe you should go to the tower to the north. Maybe that's a good idea. So yeah, so now we're going to head off and call Cetacea. So away we go with our wings of light. So yeah. So what we're looking for is it gives you the exact location of it. You don't have to look for it. It just gives you like a pink marker. But it is the point like furthest north of Yggdrasil. So yeah, there you go. And why don't we get some shit while we're on our way to do some crafting later? So yeah, where all these white tockles were kind of heading towards, this is the place we're going. Of course, we tried to get in earlier, but we did not have the key to time. The Wheel of Time, sorry. The key to time is Doctor Who. Sorry. The Wheel of Time. So, now we've got the Wheel of Time, let's open this bitch up. And now we can head in. And make our way to towards saving Veronica.
These spirits of lost time are here already. Come on, laddie. Let's head on in and see what we can see.
So let's head in, shall we? But lurking in the background, it's the evil Tockle, who was trying to merge with that thing that was trying to merge with Erdwin's lantern. So yeah, he's pretty much going to hitch a ride with us to continue on his mission. Kind of an interesting thing, actually, because I don't know whether, because you would assume that the evil Tockle, there would be a version of the evil Tockle already in the past. I guess that's not how it works. But anyway, so this is the Tower of Lost Time, I think it's called. Is it the Temple of Lost Time or the Tower of Lost Time? The Tower of Lost Time. I always just called it the Temple of Time. Because, you know, that's basically what it is. So, basically, what you want to be doing here is you just want to keep heading up. So if you just want to continue on with the story, just continue and get the story done as quickly as possible. Get on your blue things here, the cogs with the blue light on them, and they'll just constantly take you up, and you want to get to the highest point. But on your way, you want to also look for some treasure chests, because this is really useful fucking treasure chests in this area. Here is Book of Basic Weapons. Nebula swords, darting daggers, astarangs, shining staves, straight pokers, mega gingham whips, dragon bear claws, and maxi axes. Basically, these are some of the strongest kind of single-handed weapons in the whole game. They are really fucking powerful. You know, the maxi axe is really useful for Hendrik. The Nebula sword is pretty much the most powerful single-handed sword in the whole game, except for the Sword of Light. And the stave that you get there is a really powerful staff, which is good for Veronica. Well, we're going back in time, so yeah. Good for Veronica, good for Serena. So this person here is the Timekeeper. Basically, this person here, I don't think they say they are he or she. Yeah, I think they're just who they are. Timekeeper, as the name suggests, basically, if we want to go backwards through time, we're gonna have to get this. We're gonna have to get the Timekeeper's help in order to do that.
Special light here in the tower that can bring people back. We've lost someone very special, you see, and
So yeah.
we were hoping you might be able to help us.
So yeah, you're thinking at this point that we can just hoping to just bring Veronica back. As we're going to find out, it's not quite so simple, but we'll see in a minute. Time's Sphere.
If you were to harness its power, that which you seek.
So yeah, it is here, the power to do that, to save Veronica, to turn back time. It is here.
But to lose time
Is to lose much. The path you propose to follow is not one to be trodden lightly. So yeah, basically, I can talk about this now because we're basically like just a few minutes away from it. Basically,
Time? What do you mean?
basically, the sphere of time is basically yeah, it's basically the crystallization of everything that's happened so far in Erdria's history. So basically, there's only one way that we can turn back time and go back to the point in which we really want to go back and save Veronica. That is, the Luminary has to take the Sword of Light and basically has to destroy the Sphere of Time. So yeah, basically, it's basically erasing the whole of time, destroying everything and going back to the specific point in time that you want to go back to. So we would basically be destroying... It's basically... You would be basically destroying the entire world and just going back to the point just before Yggdrasil fell at the midpoint of the game.
So in order to save Veronica, we would need to turn back time.
So yeah, basically it's...
I think I'm beginning to get the picture.
So yeah, we would need to basically destroy the sphere, destroy time, and then go back to that previous point that we want to go back to.
Before Yggdrasil fell. That way we could stop Mordegon
Yep.
before it was too late.
So that's what we're going to be doing, but
That wouldn't just save Veronica.
yeah, because what it would do is it would mean that it would stop basically all the pain and suffering that people went through through Mordegon's reign. Basically, it never would have happened, and we can stop it from happening completely. However, the point is that it's incredibly fucking dangerous. Because what we're doing is basically destroying time using the Sword of Light. And I think they pretty much state it here that the Timekeeper pretty much states it.
But it must be done.
Then that
I would
basically
gladly
that
give up all
there's
the
no
secrets into
guarantee
the day for a
that
chance to change it.
if we destroy it, that we're going to survive. There's no guarantee that it's 100% going to work.
To lose time is
So
to lose much.
we're basically taking
Only one of
a
you may return
wild stab in the
that
dark here
place.
to try and bring Veronica back. Yeah, only the Luminary can do it.
The sphere can be broken but once.
Only once.
By a single hand.
Yep,
A hand
only the Luminary
possessed
can do it.
of a singular
Because it's always us. Can't be anybody fucking else, can it?
In this world, only one such power exists.
The power of the Luminary. Fuck. It's me again. Shit.
That of the luminary. I see you. I know you. I knew
Yes, this thing here, this is kind of interesting. It's heavily kind of hinted at here that the Timekeeper knows
can break
the Luminary. I think the theory is that basically that the Timekeeper is basically it's basically Serenica, that basically she has basically stayed here all this time and she became the Timekeeper over time. There's nothing really to say that other than, but the theory basically goes because that the Timekeeper knows who the Luminary is.
To lose time is to lose much.
Yeah, so basically at this point, the Timekeeper confirms.
Reality,
We break the time sphere, this reality goes away.
and
That means that
all.
all of us pretty much disappear.
The outcome
It's
of
pretty
the
much destroying the
sphere
entire world and then basically resetting it
foresee.
to just before the just before Yggdrasil fell.
You may be lost
So it's
forever,
very fucking dangerous.
trapped in
We've
a
got to
corner
decide
of
whether it's
time,
worth it
a half
to save
faded
Veronica.
memory.
Yeah, and he said this Timekeeper pretty much says it here that there's a chance that it could go absolutely horribly wrong, and basically
Companions, your
the Luminary would basically be trapped in kind of a single moment in time, kind of a dark place, basically, where nothing basically exists. It'd just basically be trapped there for all eternity. So, are we willing to risk all of this to save Veronica?
only you can
So yeah, and now it's up to us to make our choice: destroy the sphere and go back in time, or decide it's too dangerous and not go. But that's going to be next part. So join me next time for the next part of Dragon Quest XI, when we're going to be deciding what the hell we're going to do. And we're going to be continuing with the epilogue. It's basically the final third of the game. So yeah, see you next time.